Why, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Night Roost, and welcome once again to a little bit of ELR. Now, if I remember correctly from from last time, we should only have like 3 routes left to go. Wait, where are we right now? Hey, J-Man, how's it going, dude? How's it been? Oh yeah, we were right here. Right, because I was tired. I didn't want to. All right. Should I trust Quark and Muji? Well, I could believe they were telling the truth and still betray them. Can I go back any further? Nope. Cool. Memory it is. I'll bring my BP to 6. Then I'd be that much closer to 9. And choosing betray would guarantee they wouldn't try to escape with the rest of us. Betrayal seemed like the safe bet, but
please, you've got to trust us.
You know, usually I'm annoyed by how frequently they, like, cut back to things that happened 30 seconds ago, but this time it's helpful. Hey, yo, man, you're here too. How's it going?
You've got to choose ally. You promised.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were looking for a new album. Did I ever ask you who the album was for? I'm not sure if I did. I feel like that's something I would have asked, but I can't remember what it was. Gonna be here until 6:30? Well, thanks for dropping in for a short time nonetheless. Always good to see you, dude. Oh,
hey,
man,
does anybody want
coffee?
Who wants coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee.
I
Anybody want
a coffee. Who wants coffee? Does anybody want coffee? Right here. I got a lot of coffee. All right, let's get this sucker poured then. Logic. Okay, cool. You don't know why you've never said? Okay, cool. You never said. That's perfect for me. Yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't ask, because I've got a couple of bands that I've done that for. Oh, is it revealing too much to tell you my middle name? I feel like my middle names have never really mattered too much. I mean, like, I feel like that's on like a personal basis. I wouldn't be too against it. I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably Google my middle name easily enough. So, I don't know. Some people might tell you different, but I don't think it's that big a deal. What the hell was I going to do?
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
You know what?
4.
You know what?
3.
You know what?
2, 1.
I've been a good boy this entire fucking game. We're going betray! Betray me!
Round 3.
Your middle name is legit Sigma? Holy shit, I'm so glad you told me that. That is amazing. That's the bet. How have you not told me that yet? That's amazing.
Results.
Your middle name is legit Sigma. Dude, that's awesome.
Warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates
Like,
now opening.
Like, that's the type of middle name that, like, you don't, like, not tell people when you introduce yourself. It's like you don't just go first name, last name. You make sure you throw that Sigma in there just to let people know you're that epic. It was after your cat. Your cat was also named Sigma. Man, this game must be weird for you.
Results from round 3 of
Wait,
the Ambidex game.
Your
will
middle
now
name
be
was named
displayed.
after your cat? Were you named after your cat who was still alive?
Please.
Ah, and you're one of those that have 2 middle names. My sister has 2 middle names, actually. I am a boring bitch with only one. I fucking knew it! I knew it. Everyone always betrays me for no reason whatsoever. I fucking knew it!
Points
Oh, hey Blaze, how's it
have been
going?
assigned
That was a
or
very
subtracted
perfectly timed
accordingly.
traitor sound effect. Ah, your family had it before you were born. Okay, cool. I was like, your cat? So it was alive and you were named after it? Which would have been a little bit more weird in my opinion. Thank you, I learned from the best. Thank you. Damn, 23 years old is not bad for a cat.
Check your bracelet.
Alright, I want to see why Tenmyoji's, like, mad at me or something. Like the bitch he is. Hey, what's the deal?
Quark had nothing to do with it. I entered the vote.
Yeah, kind of figured. So why'd you choose Betray?
Couldn't I ask you the same thing?
Yeah, but you first.
I don't really think this is the time for a fight, though. Look, Clover's over by the door.
What? No, no! Man, everyone always makes a beeline for the door. But he's gonna guilt trip you for not sacrificing your points 100%.
The number 9 door.
And then he's gonna be like, well, we had to go through the number 9 door. Clover's gonna have 9 points, and she might be able to go through. So me and Quark need to be able to go through. But, like, he could have picked Ally or Betray, and, like, he still would have been able to. So, like, I don't get it. Why do you want to leave me with 1 point? It doesn't make sense to me. Yet. He just goes, Joe, and Sigma asks, Joe.
Fuck, she opened it.
Joe Mama!
Ugh. Why? Clover, wait!
Clover, what the hell do you think you're
I'm
doing?
going to call the others.
What?
I'll get justice for Alice.
Justice? Wait, you mean... Oh, you know what? I poured my coffee, but I never actually took a sip of it, did I? Show the fucking
The number 9 door
Bottom.
has been opened.
I'm not blind, announcer!
It will remain open.
Time for me to go. No! Please, Clover, wait!
Justice is a strong word for killing this many people. That's kind of true, yeah.
Like hell, I'm just gonna let you walk out of here.
It's no use! Dio leapt at Clover, his fists raised. Clover easily avoided him and moved towards the door, as they always do. Has anyone, like, unsuccessfully made it through the number 9 door yet?
Goodbye.
Like, somehow the entire rest of the room is always unable to stop them for even, like, a single second longer. Just stick Dio in between to keep it open. Yeah, and if he snaps like a twig, it's also a good end. Guys, we're good. Oh, guys, we're good. The number 9 door will remain open for, yeah, a couple seconds. I just cut the announcer off and it prevents the door from ever closing again.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game escape, please.
As the game, escape, please. That actually kind of sums it up. As the game, escape, please. Alright, much less happened in that timeline than I thought it was going to. But the other timeline looks just as long, so... I guess maybe we learn something, though? Maybe Tenmyoji and Quark are like, hey, just so you know, Sigma, this information that would have been useful to you, like 4 hours ago in 2 different timelines. Why don't I tell you that now? I wish the announcer just said, well, you're fucked now. Enjoy your stay. That would be pretty good. Just like, just throws in one, you're fucked right at the very end. Or at the very least, get like a Zero Junior back up on the screen, like taunt us some. Alright, fine. I'll be a good boy. Let more people leave.
1 minute.
This timeline?
You
Alright, maybe this actually does go somewhere.
10 9 8 7 6 5 4, 3, 2, 1.
I really hate how it makes me wait the entire 10 seconds every time.
Round result and Risley.
Man, you're good with that. Oh no, who could have ever seen this coming
have
except
been
for me,
assigned
because it happens
or
every
subtracted
fucking
accordingly.
time.
Please check.
Like, we get no opportunity to get any points in this game. Like, everyone betrays us, so we either go down or stay neutral. Hey, what the hell, guys? Why'd you
Clark had
betray
nothing
me?
to do with this. I made the vote.
Grandpa.
Alright, fine. Why'd you break your promise to
I only
Miyoji?
promised you one thing. We wouldn't open the number 9 door, even if we got 9 points.
What? So you're not gonna leave?
Not what I said. Of course we're going to leave.
What?
Look, see Clover over there?
What? Oh, shit! Don't tell me.
Oh no.
Jeez.
That...
Wait. Quark and Tenmyoji have...
The words were barely out of her mouth when Tenmyoji and Quark ran past. I mean, yeah, okay. I'm okay with Tenmyoji and Quark walking through the door if they have more than 9 points. I'm not okay with them fucking me over with Betray and getting 11 points. But, the number 9 door only opens once. Clover's fucked the rest of the group. Tenmyoji and Quark just have the option to be like, fuck with the rest of us or not. So I don't blame them for going out in this circumstance.
Clover, are you really going to leave? Well, yeah.
Told Quark back to fuck over Tenmyoji. This is what you get for picking Betray, asshole.
Why else would I open the door?
But why?
I'm going to go call the others, so we can capture Zero Senior. Tenmyoji, are you and Quark going too?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry, everybody.
So Sigma, happy? I kept my promise. Clover opened the door, not me.
Like hell, I'm happy. That's some shitty shit,
Say
Tenmyoji.
so. I have to get out of here, and that's that. He's got to pay for what he's done.
He?
Zero.
You mean you know who Zero Senior is?
Yeah, no point keeping it a secret now, I suppose. I know exactly who Zero Senior is.
Hold up.
What?
Well? How about you told us that about 4 hours ago?
The
Like,
number
true, right?
9 door has been opened. It will remain
like I said,
open
4 hours ago in
9
2 different timelines. Yeah, that's exactly the information we need.
Let's go. Come on, guys. Time to move.
Right.
Oh, wait! This is for you, Mr. Sigma.
He just punches me right in the dick. I looked down to see 2 pieces of folded paper. Well, what's this?
It's a letter. I wrote it in the director's office before the AB game.
No kids for you. Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to tell you what kind of guy Grandpa is. So, read it, okay?
You wanted to tell me what kind of guy Grandpa is? Huh? He pressed it into my hand.
See you later, Mr. Sigma.
Imagine he opens the paper to this get fucked loser. Or it's just like this really like long-winded story about like what is Grandpa's favorite scotches. Then he turned and ran toward the door, Tenmyoji and Clover following in his footsteps. I was so surprised by the letter, I didn't even try to stop them. See on the outside? Oh, wait, sorry, never mind. Before I could think of anything else to say.
See you.
Goodbye.
Have to go 15 minutes early? See ya? Yeah, dude. Thanks for dropping by. Whatever you gotta do, I hope it goes well for you. Have a nice day, and I'll see ya on the next stream.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends. Thank you. As the game is escape, please enjoy.
Shit! They're gone.
All we can do now is hope they bring help.
Indeed.
I agree.
I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it. His handwriting was still slightly uneven, but he'd filled both pages with writing. I began to read. It was a really stormy day when he found me. He said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt, but somehow he managed to hear a baby crying. I guess I must have been crying pretty loud. He took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before, so I think it was really hard for him. He couldn't figure out how to mix the formula, so he was always carrying the directions around with him. Also, I guess I was a pretty picky eater, so if he didn't get the water to formula ratio just right, I wouldn't eat it, because that was kind of a pain, huh? But he didn't give up, and now here I am. When he found me, I was really, really small, and he was worried that I might not make it. That's why he named me Quark. The Quark is a really, really small thing, and I was a really, really small thing too. Grandpa didn't need to worry though, because it turned out that I was pretty tough. When I was age, he forgot I was sleeping in the bed of his truck and drove off. I rolled out and went off the back, and he didn't even get scratched. Damn, Quark's a beast! Is he Mizuki's long-lost brother? I started walking when I was 2. When he wasn't looking, I fell down the stairs. I didn't get hurt then either. When I was 3, I got really sick and had a super high fever for a week, but I eventually got better. I guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. Anyway, I didn't really have any more accidents after that, and I was a pretty healthy kid. By the time I was 6, I'd started helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings. Then, he'd fix it up, or pull out the useful parts and sell them. There were plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. You had to know which parts were useful, or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. Every time I'd find something, he'd explain to me what it was, how it was supposed to work, how to fix it, all sorts of things. Usually, though, I just wanted to finish up work so I could go to the theater. The theater came to our town once a week in a wagon. They'd show old news or movies. I went every single week, but Grandpa only went once in a while, and he'd only go weeks when they showed movies. Oh yeah, I didn't know that I'd been adopted until I was 7. One of the other kids on my block told me. I guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town to try and find somebody who'd take me. The kid from my block actually had a mom, and he'd asked her if she would take me too. I gotta admit, I was pretty shocked when I heard that. There weren't a lot of kids with parents around, so hearing that someone lived with his actual mom was pretty impressive. I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa had tried to get someone else to take me. Did that mean he didn't want me? The kid who told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. He was totally spoiled, and he'd brag to everybody about how he had a mom. He liked to come up to me while I was working and say stuff like, "Must be hard not having a mother." It never really bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started to think that maybe he didn't really want me. If I could work on my own, then he could get rid of me. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. Then one day he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. During the day, of course. He went in there sometimes to drink scotch, but I'd never gone in before. When we got in, he just walked up to the counter with that grumpy look he has, and I thought, oh no, he's gonna make me work here. But I was wrong. I saw him pass something to the bartender, and then he picked me up and sat me down on a stool next to the counter. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old kid, and my legs just dangled off of it. It seemed really, really high to me, and I was pretty nervous. Eventually, the bartender came back with a glass of scotch, and another big glass full of something else. As I looked closer, I realized that the second glass was full of some sort of brown liquid with a scoop of ice cream in it. It took me a minute to realize what it was. A root beer float! I'd never seen one before. I was so surprised. Root beer was even more expensive than the nicest alcohol in the bar. I wonder why. To me, and the other kids, it seemed more like an urban legend than a real drink. But there it was, right in front of me. I stared at the float. I still wasn't sure it was real at that point, and then I turned to look at Grandpa. He looked back at me. I didn't know what to do, so I turned to the bartender. He'd already turned around and moved off, though, so I figured he must have put the glass down in front of me on purpose. It still didn't seem like it could be real, and I was just staring at it when Grandpa told me to hurry up and drink it before the ice cream melted. His gruff voice sounded like an angel's. "Is this really mine?" He nodded. Words can't describe how awesome it was. I'd never tasted anything like root beer before. The creamy sweetness of the ice cream made my entire head feel light. I felt like the luckiest boy in the whole world. And that's not an exaggeration. I really thought that. The root beer float was delicious. But what made me even happier was Grandpa. When I looked over at him, he was smiling. I know that's gotta be hard for you to imagine, but he really was. Right then, I didn't care whether he just found me and adopted me or not. He'd bought me a root beer float. That made me way luckier than some kid who had a mother but never tasted root beer. Of course, after we left the bar, he was the first kid I bragged to. Of course! So Grandpa and I were doing pretty good. Until the fight. I was in a super bad mood that day. I'd torn one of my shoes that morning, and some old drunk guy had yelled at me. All the junk I'd found was totally useless. The day was almost over, and I was fed up, so I just grabbed some random trash and took it back to the house. When I showed what I'd found to Grandpa, well, he frowned. He started going through each thing I'd brought back, explaining why they were all useless. I got really mad, just yelled, "I don't care!" And then he got mad. And I couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I was pretty upset. I started thinking that maybe Grandpa had only adopted me so he could raise me to work and make money for him. After a while, I went and hid in an abandoned building. But by then, I started to calm down and think that maybe I should go back and apologize. It had started raining pretty hard, though, so I decided I should wait for it to stop. But that was just an excuse. The truth was that I was nervous. Part of me knew I'd done something wrong, but I didn't want to admit it. The rain didn't stop, though, so I just sat there, staring out at the gloomy, gray sky. I imagined Grandpa coming to get me. It kept raining all night, and he never showed up. I gave up waiting and decided it was time to go home. I was about halfway there when I heard somebody groaning. At first, I thought I should ignore it and not get involved, but I went over there anyways, and he was Grandpa. He was totally soaked, and I could tell right away that he'd been there for a really long time. I yelled, and he opened his eyes a little bit. He smiled weakly and said he was glad I was safe. He'd spent all night out in the rain, looking for me. I felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain looking for me so long that he'd collapsed. I was horrible. He heard me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. As I ran to get the doctor, I promised whatever God might be listening that if it would only save Grandpa, I'd never ask for another root beer float ever again. He got a real bad fever, and his temperature wouldn't go down for days. The doctor said that if it kept up, he'd die. If he died, then I'd be all alone. There wouldn't be anyone left to care about me. The thought of that happening terrified me. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck on to Grandpa, because a week later his fever finally broke. I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was also a little scared. What if he had decided he didn't want a stupid kid like me around anymore? My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up, but when the moment came, my brain just stopped. Grandpa started to talk, and it took me a minute to realize he was apologizing. I didn't know what to think. He explained that he was an old man, and that meant he was probably going to die sooner rather than later. He was strict with me because he wanted to make sure I'd been able to make it out on my own after he was gone, but maybe he'd been a little too strict. All of the things I'd worried about had been stupid and selfish. Grandpa cared about me a whole lot. He'd been worried about me when I ran off, and he'd gone out into the rain to look for me. I tried to apologize, but when I opened my mouth, I just started crying. I don't think I've cried that much since I was a baby. But he just smiled and patted my head. I asked him if he'd ever regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide and said, of course not. He told me that he was looking for a really important lady, and because of that, he'd had to give up on pretty much everything else in his life. But when he took me in and started raising me, he felt like he had gotten some of what he'd lost back. That was when I decided I'd stay with him forever, even if he said I couldn't. Why are we in this room? Is that for the ending? That is absolutely, like, so sad. Wholesomely sad, but, like, sweet sad, bittersweet? Bittersweet's maybe the right, better word. Yeah, okay, we're in ending territory now. And now we're dead. Yep. We look up from the paper and we're like, so we're dying because you ate a root beer float? What? Just, I'm so glad Quark included the visual of the infirmary in the note that he wrote to us, because that's a very important detail. Okay, whoops, fuck. Yeah, he drew that amazingly well. It was like photorealistic. Photorealistic as far as the in-game photorealism goes. Speaking of things that I hate, that makes me look at every time, the 10-second countdown to the AB room games. She's like, come on, man, why? Well, let me click through it just a little bit faster, you know? All right, I feel like we should do this one, then one of these, and then the other one of these. And then we probably should have everything we need to gun for the end? I was about to ask what I need to do here.
Well, you just now just ally or betray.
I usually ally first, so betray is probably the option I haven't picked yet.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game result. Thank you, Ambidex.
How could you? Man, me betraying and allying everyone in every instance is exactly how we're gonna all survive this. So don't even give me that how could you bullshit. I am the timeline hopper. I will ally with everyone only in the reality that matters. Only that one. As Fee and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others rushing toward the projection. Yeah, this is... Oh, yeah. Tenmu just like, oh, my wife's dead, I guess. Boo-hoo. What a loser.
That's messed up.
What? You said I
Hey,
should.
I didn't say that.
I mean, I was skipping through it, so she might have
I
not.
just asked you a question. What would happen to our BP if Tenmyoji chose to betray us?
It was a leading question. Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you were so happy to let me choose after you lost in a rock, paper, scissors. You were planning to use me as a scapegoat all along.
Was I?
God damn it.
You sick.
Fido!
Hey, what are you kids doing over there?
God, I fucking love Zero Junior. Of all the things that makes me read multiple times, this one right here is my favorite. Siggy! Fido! It's just so good.
We're about to announce the results.
Like, I love it just because you can tell the VA is having so much fun delivering that line.
Anyway, we need to go have a look at the results first. Come on.
Zero Junior's VA is just so good. Sigma's too. I think he does a pretty good job.
Looks like you're all here. Let's get ready to rock! Ambidex game! Round 1! The result!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this.
Here
Oh no,
are the
things that are
results.
happening.
Now,
I got betrayed?
Yeah, imagine. He chose ally? Why? He chose betray last time.
What are you talking about?
Wait a second. Did he actually pick a different thing in the other timeline? Because I've been paying attention to that so far. The truth was, I didn't know I had said that either. The words just appeared in my mouth before I knew I was saying them.
Oh, you're the one who chose betray. I should be asking you why.
I told him you might choose betray.
Feet, you.
I can't believe you. I'd never choose betray.
I think you did in the other timeline, though, didn't you?
I trusted you two, and this is what I got.
Ah, I apologize.
Fee, you don't need to apologize. I was the one who did it. I pushed the button.
Oh, yeah. I guess you've got a point.
Huh? Wait, what?
It's Sigma's fault. You want to blame someone, blame him.
What the hell, Fee?
What, you gonna fight each other now? I don't care which one of you pushed the button. I'm never trusting either of you again. This isn't over. Just you wait.
Okay, hold up. I'm almost entirely certain this is the case. But I just need to see it happen, you know?
10,
Well, you just now to ally or betray.
I just want to refresh my memory on what exactly happened
1.
over in this other parallel timeline that was apparently very different, right? So if I choose ally, he betrays me here? Fuck
round
Sigma, all my
1
homies
of the
hate Sigma,
Ambidex
Fee,
game.
and Tenmyoji.
Result. Thank
They're all pretty terrible people, I gotta say. I like Luna. And Kay's alright, I guess. I really didn't think I'd be struggling this much for a second person I enjoy.
So, I just see.
you see? Hey, we're up.
Yeah, Kay's okay.
Fine.
Let's
Okay, so we get betrayed here? Is this actually like one of the only instances where the AB game outcome is not determined? Betray. Hey, kitty. I didn't hear the wow, but I see you put one in. Did that not work? Did that not come out?
Here are the results.
Oh, hold on. Let me try that again. Because I did fuck with the blurp thing. I guess I just didn't hear it.
Game.
Cause I fucked with it so I could try and make it louder. Does it seem louder? Actually, hold up. There's while we got people here, let me let me just throw out an applause here and tell me if this goes like up and down in sound. Like, do I now have full control over that? thought you were tripping when you heard your Among Us round start. Oh, okay, cool. Because it doesn't change its volume on my end, but that's just because of like a couple of weird fucked up things that I had to do to like get things to connect. Because before Blurp was just sending the audio like straight through like the audio device that's on my headphones, which is the same audio device that the game uses. But then I did a couple things to like disconnect that, but it still sends the sounds to me through that audio device. It's a bit weird, right? So I wasn't sure if it was actually making it louder, because it's exactly the same for me. So if it's too loud, you guys will have to let me know.
I'm sorry. Wait, last time? What are you talking about?
Oh, interesting. I do get the he chose ally last time thing here for doing that too.
See, I told you. Assault, do you understand what kind of game this is now?
I do. Okay. I just wanted to see. I was sure it was going to be that way, but
what would was a
You see? Hey, we're up there.
anyway.
See you soon.
We need to come on.
FFZ supporter? Wait, why does Nightbot have new badges?
Good. Let's.
If
So no matter what, one of us gets fucked over here.
Here are the results.
Well, that's what you
from your
get for being a
game.
timeline bitch.
I got betrayed? What are you talking? Oh, I should.
I told. Oh, yeah. It's Sigma. You want to blame?
What, you gonna fight each other now? I don't care. I'm never trusted. This isn't over. Just you wait.
Alright, and then this is where it went over. I tried to think of something to say, but before I could come up with the right words, well, he was gone. I spun around. Fee! What the fuck? But she was gone too. God, what the hell? How'd she just disappear like that? As I looked around the room for Fee, I noticed that Clover K and Luna seemed to be having some kind of argument as well. I moved closer and did my best to listen. Surreptitiously. Am I saying that right? I don't even know if I know that word.
Why did you do it?
Surreptitiously?
Sorry. I guess I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible, you know?
I apologize, but I felt the same way.
But if we all choose ally, then we could all escape together. It only takes 3 turns to get 6 points. That would be enough to get us out. Why? Well, of course we know that. But if we betray, then it's faster.
Let's see. Start at 3, 5, 7, 9. 3 rounds on ally, or start at 3, 6, 9. Yeah, I guess you do get out a round faster if you perfectly
If
betray.
your opponent chooses ally, do that twice, and you see?
If you ally, then you have...
But if you betray somebody, you only have to do it twice.
Why are you acting like that's the right thing to do? I almost feel like you're blaming me or something.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray? Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
Luna walked off with her head buried between her shoulders. Her back trembled, as if perhaps she were crying, but I couldn't see her face. Alice, Dio, and Quark, however, seemed to be having some issues of their own.
Fine, you just wait.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me?
They exchanged dark looks, then stomped off in different directions. Which way did Dio go?
0, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, if there's a...
Listen, that's it.
You're wrong. Why the voting? So.
Can I skip this, or is it technically
The
new?
Apodex gates have closed.
Perfect. Yeah, if you go down to 0 BP, you die! Oh no! Oh wow. Oh wow. Thank God for a skip. Right, I forgot we had to do this whole, like, walk around everywhere thing. Wait, okay, what the fuck? If Skip is allowed to make the fucking map transition happen faster, why can't I click to make the map transition happen faster? This is bullshit, come on! Why can't I make it do that?
Sigma.
That's like, I've like wanted that the entire game, like, oh well. Now it shows me that it clearly has the fucking ability. I'm upset.
What do you want?
What do I want? What, you think I'm here to play doctor? Only if you're secretly Clover.
Tell you what, how about I'll be the doctor? You get on the exam table, and I'll cut you open with that scalpel over there.
Sounds good. Wanna start now? Man, are you still
What
pissed?
the hell do you think? My BP's down to 1 thanks to you.
Come on, I already told you I was
Yes,
sorry.
and that makes it all better. You goddamn idiot.
Well, then what the heck am I supposed to do?
Piss off.
Seems like I'm already doing that.
You don't know the half of it. Just get out of my sight.
Easy solution then. Just close your eyes.
Leave before I make yours black. The last guy I fought went home in an ambulance.
Shouldn't have picked a fight with a paramedic then. That's such a good retort.
Shut up.
Shouldn't have picked a fight with a paramedic, yeah. Fine. I shoved my hands in my pockets and looked around the room. So was it just you
On
here?
this side of the divider, yeah.
This side?
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
Oh, the lady was murdered, you mean? Yeah. You've been acting kind of weird ever since we found her. Why is
What, isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out? What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
That's just because we got a lot of other stuff to think about. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? They're trying to escape from a game that's just made it clear it has no problems killing them.
Oh, just trying to survive, huh? Then don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you?
I also agree that it is a very dumb question to ask. Somebody's murdered. What does that have to do with anything? Murder, maybe?
I'll bet you a pound of neodymium the bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her.
Why a pound of neodymium?
Who else could it be?
Do I need a magnet that big? If Zero is one of us. And you're saying one of us murdered the old lady? Is neodymium magnetic, like, inherently? Like, is a neodymium magnet just like a piece of neodymium, or is it like a piece of neodymium that has been magnetized? I'm actually not sure. I don't know why I care. You saw it too, right? The person in the gas mask?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything?
Not really. The gas made pretty short work of me. Me and Quark.
What? You and Quark were grabbed together?
Yeah. Yeah, we were.
I think I knew this. Is he your grandson? Wait, have I been here before?
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna tell that to someone who betrayed me.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark.
Hey,
Quark!
stop it! Quark! Don't tell him a damn thing!
Whoa, you're getting more suspicious by the... I'd started toward the partition as I spoke with the intention of finding Quark. Well, I found him as I rounded the divider, but... he was just standing there. A blank, slightly confused look on his face. Yeah, we've been here. He's just getting sexed. We dump in here. Like, I really hate that we have to do this. Like, go to the crew quarters, go to the infirmary, go to the blah blah blah. Like, so many goddamn times. Because, like, the amount of times we skip through this is basically the amount of timelines there are. And it's, like, not a short sequence either. It is an incredibly long sequence of only shit we've seen before. So, how are we gonna do
With
this?
Sigma. He betrayed me last time.
What about
You
V?
hit the button, right, Sigma?
Now imagine not knowing about the skip function. Oh my god. This game would be so much less playable. Well, yeah, but...
I don't want to go with same reason. I can't trust them.
Thanks a lot, Quark. You've single-handedly torpedoed my reputation.
Well, that leaves us with...
No, we can't.
Why not?
Sorry, Luna. But I can't trust you, or Phi either. The way he is right now, someone's going to have to carry Quark. I just can't afford to give him to someone
I bet you trusted V.
Not enough for this.
Then what do you intend to do?
Quark shifted silently in K's arms.
Quark is a solo, as are you, Tenmyoji. Solos can't pair with one another. You do remember that.
Yeah, of course I do. I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person.
You would trust... Fuck, I don't know. Who do you trust then?
Clover.
Oh, actually, okay.
What? Me?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why?
I can't tell you. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but my partner is Sigma.
Hi!
Are you sure you want me to take him?
It's fine. Clover, you just vote by yourself. Make Sigma wait outside the AB room.
No. If Clover takes Quark, then we have to go with option C, right? That means I'll be stuck with Dio. There's no way in hell I'm going to let that happen.
Who do you want to pair up with, then?
Isn't it obvious? Quark. Remember what the announcement said? Something about how the system will automatically vote ally for anyone who doesn't enter their own vote in time, if Quark doesn't wake up by then.
No! This is exactly why I can't trust any of you.
Oh, because he will automatically ally as a solo. Okay. I see what he's on about now. Because if he gives Quark to the wrong people, then they could just automatically hit betray and, like, not have to worry about anything.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
I mean, I'd be okay with waiting outside.
We don't have time to argue this. Let's take a vote. Those opposed to C?
Alice and Dio's hand's been up.
What? Why don't you want C, Dio?
Well, if she's got that much of a hate on for me, that hardly plays into my hands, does it?
Fair point.
Fine, whatever. I assume anyone who didn't raise their hand is all right with option C, then?
No one objected. I kept my mouth shut, too. Just as Alice had said, there was an excellent chance that Quark would default to ally. If that happened, he'd make a great opponent. I'd choose ally, of course, but it would be good to not have to worry about him choosing Trey.
All right. 6 to 2 in favor.
Wait, what about me?
Stay here if you don't like it.
Ouch.
I imagine your partner might have something to say about that, though.
Kay handed Quark to me gently, crossed his arms, and turned to face Alice. Why wouldn't Kay hand Quark to Clover? I guess maybe she's not, like, strong enough to hold him. I don't know. Her jaw clenched as she stared up at him, and I could see the gears turning inside her head.
Fine.
10 seconds.
Hurry, Clover. The door's closing.
Right.
Hey, take care of Quark.
Don't worry about it. I got a good grip on Quark, nodded at Tenmyoji and took off at the door. Our feet slapped against the metal floor as we ran. The empty voice of the announcer echoed in my ears.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic.
Huh? Is this a dead end?
Well, there are 3 doors here. but it looks like they're all locked.
What's this thing? It's got a lever on it.
Can you pull the lever?
Come on, my hands are kind of full right now.
Oh, yeah. I can take Quark then.
Or you could pull the lever? You really don't want to touch the thing, do you?
I mean, look at it. It looks suspicious. Like I'm gonna touch it and whoosh, a bunch of poison needles fly out of the wall. Maybe if I had, like, a piece of wood to move it with or something.
I think you might be a little
Then
paranoid.
you do it.
Fine. I shifted Quark over to one shoulder and flipped the switch with my free hand. Treatment center? Haven't we been in this one before? See? No needles, everything's fine.
For now, only one of the doors opened.
Did you see the plaque on the door before it opened? I think it said something like treatment
Do
center?
you think that's some kind of medical thing?
First infirmary, now this. Why do we keep ending up in these places? I glanced over at Quark, asleep on my shoulder. Hey, you know what? We may have lucked out.
What do you mean?
Well, if this is where they treat people, maybe they got something that can cure Quark.
Oh, yeah.
Let's head in on in.
Okay.
Another line eating another sun. But which one is the ninth? What are those?
It says on the side, treatment pod.
Is this the first time we've been in the puzzle version of this room? So I guess it treats people? Maybe it can help.
Yeah.
Damn. No good. It's locked. Let's take a look around. Maybe something in here will tell us how to unlock the door. Clover nodded and bounced off to examine the room. I lay Quark down just outside of the door to the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the lever, but there was no harm in being cautious. Hang on there, little guy. We'll get you fixed up soon. I ruffled his hair gently and then turned and headed back into the room. I had some investigating to do. All right. Looking forward to being here for the next 2 hours. A plant. Oh, there is something stuck on the truck. I thought that was a leaf. Oh. Sure. I guess we could just take the whole tree. That's an option. I'm gonna have to come back to that. NO4. I should remember what chemical compound that is. I don't think it's a nitrous oxide. How to open the pod door? Well, that sounds useful. 4 pieces for the first password. 1 piece for the second password. Okay. Four pieces for the first, 1 for the second. It certainly does not seem like enough yet. Okay, well that needs a key. God, why does moving this hold on. That entire screen is on, like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pixels, basically. Why does it have to move so goddamn fast sometimes? It just, like, whips past, like, important stuff sometimes. Hey, it turned on. 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. I was kind of hoping to get a better look at it from there, but... Well, let's read this first. The door is protected by a 4-digit password. You can use the hit blow count hints displayed on the... Okay. If one of the numbers you select is in a number in the password... Oh, I see. It's mastermind. Got it. So, is that telling me the puzzle for this? Because I haven't looked at this yet. Okay, I see. I mean... Oh, okay. What does hit and blow actually mean? Because I'm not too bad at these mastermind games. Okay. If one of the numbers you select is in a number in the password and in the right place, I get a hit. If I select something that is in the password but not in the right place, it's a blow. Okay. So, one of these is in the correct spot, and one of them is not. Okay. So, with 1, 2, 3, and 4, we've got... Actually, you know what? I'm going to write the numbers in blue that I try. And we've got 1 hit, 2 blows. So, wait, 3 of these numbers are actually the correct numbers? Zero hit, 1 blow. Okay, so one of these is a hit. Okay, so we definitely have A3 and A4. One is in the right spot, one is in the wrong spot. Which means that one of these, 1 and 2, is also in the wrong spot because we get that here. And then there is no 5 or 6 in the puzzle at all. So, if one of these is in the right spot and one of them isn't in the right spot, and there's no 5 or 6, let me do 5, 6, no. Let me do 5, 4, 3, 6. Two blows. Okay, so this is a guaranteed 4. Because that was the only thing that I didn't move. So we know there's a 3, and we know where the 4 goes, and we still have 7 guesses left, so I don't see this going badly for me. Okay, so it's not 5 or 6, and we know the 3 can't be here. So let me try 3, 7, 8, 4. So this should get me at least 1 hit. 1 hit, 2 blows. Okay. So we have a pairing of a 7 and an 8 as a blow. So only one of these is a blow, because we know the 3 has to go here. And then it's either a 7 or an 8. And we're at 2 blows, so the password has to be 8394? Okay. Two hits and no blows. So it is not. Oh, I think I see how this works. 7, 3, 7. Oh, I can only use each one once. Okay, never mind. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, right. I determined that there had to be a 1 or a 2 in here somewhere as well. Okay, so let me try. I guess it would have to be 2, 3. It'd either have to be 2, 3, 7. Wait. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. 2, 3, 7, 4? 2 hits, 2 blows. Perfect. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Because if it wasn't this, then it's got to be 7, 2, 3. Not 9. 7, 3, 2, 4. Gotcha. I like those types of puzzles. You did it, Sigma. Yeah, I do those more often than I would like to admit to. Honestly, I would have been so like soul destroyed if I didn't get that. I play mastermind games far too often to not get that on the first try. Granted, our first guess of 1, 2, 3, 4 got us like a lot of information right out the gates, but I think I could have got it in under 10 even if I made a bad guess. Well, I guess I should open these. What did she say? Oh, I see. Well, I mean, one of these has got to have something, right? Yeah. Oh, 6:20? Perfect. I was like, well, what time is it? Was there one in here too? I didn't see one, but it's possible I was blind. Wait, was there something? Oh. Nah, that's definitely reversed. But it makes me wonder if the other one's reversed too. No, because the 12 was the right side of the thing. If the 12 was reversed, I'd maybe believe that the whole thing was. And then another one here. 7:15, you say? A longer key, you say? Alright. One's got teeth and the other's got divots. Activation chip? Something tells me neither of these are activation chips. Yeah, okay. So I can't do anything with those monitors without the activation chips. Whatever those are. Oh, and then there's like these rooms where like you have to like drag like 4 of the rooms like widths just to like move slightly across the screen. Like, I don't understand why the camera turning has to be, like, so, like, whipping around all the goddamn time. Like, I just want to fucking look at the goddamn clock here. One of the keys goes in here. Does not look like a totally normal clock. The other side? Oh, you mean just over here? Other side is in this way, not like around the back. I gotcha. Looks like this one's supposed to go in here. Oh. Oh, that must be the activation chip. Well, I would assume... Okay, so I have the slots, but I don't have a way to get them out of the trees. Okay, before I go back in there, is there number 4 anywhere in this room? Oh, wait, hold on. I almost forgot about this keyhole. water's hot? They are aliens. Why is the game calling me out like that? If you move one of the yellow jellyfish to the hole instead, you are a failure, and we are very disappointed in you. Was not prepared for that. Oh man, that's funny. You're pathetic. A disgrace. Got it. Okay, I see how this works. Literally the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. You know what? I agree. If I did accidentally put one of the yellow jellyfish to the top instead, I would have been a failure, and the game would have been right to be disappointed in me. That was the easiest shit I've ever seen. Alright, now how do we get it? Whoops. Don't worry about it, just click out of the game window by accident. Okay, well, presumably this is the activation chip for pod number 1. Treat vegetation. Freeze vegetation. Okay. I guess I'll... Oh man, what'd you do, Clover? Oh no! Our tree! Treatment test. Oh, you can tell it's working because it's making sounds of magic. I mean, yeah, I guess if like a card was like embedded into something living and you healed it, it might heal the hole that the thing was in, which would push it out, I guess. If like the wound closed from the inside, it could push out anything that was like stabbed in it. Diagnosis complete. Subject human. Dispensing cyanide. What? Joke's on us. Humanity was the disease. Cold sleep, you say? Alleviate the symptoms, but no cold sleep. Okay. Oh. I see. Okay, whoops. I don't know, does that add up to be anything interesting? It'd be 10, 18... 20, 40... I don't know if that's anything that I need, but I don't know. I'll hold the number just in case it ends up doing something neat. Oh yeah, I still haven't... Well, I have 4 different hours. What do I need that for? Oh yeah, the password on the tablet. You named it Ellen? Oh, of course. Fuck, I hate this goddamn thing. Like, sometimes you, like, drag the entire length of the screen and move, like, 4 inches, and then other times you move the cursor, like, 6 pixels, and you do, like, a fucking 180. Like, you never know how far you're gonna move. What the heck is this? Oh, I guess if I open it. But why would I need to open it? Because I know it's in there. Oh. 1759. Still not exactly sure what to do for that. But it feels like that should be all of the information, right? Okay. Minutes, hours? Okay. So, I take piece 1, and I go, do I go around 20? Sure. What else would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Oh, yeah, not that one. Because it's this way 20, and then this way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A? And then we take piece 2. I'm assuming it works like this. And go... I think I wrote these down in the wrong order, but I'll get the letters while I'm here anyways. Because I think this was for number 3. So that's just 15. Well, if this was 19, 18, 16, 17, 15. Yeah. 5, 3, 10, 15. Yeah, okay, cool. And then it'd be back to here to start. And then back this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to T. Past? It would be past if this was number 1. Yeah, that seems right. Past. Okay. One piece for the second. Before I give up and leave the room, let me think about that for a moment. One for the second, huh? Oh, I think I might know what it means by that. 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second password. What if it's the same time though? Okay, so I'm gonna rewrite these in a better order. So it's 7:15. 6:20. 0:15. 4:05. Because I'm thinking, what happens if I take this dice game and only move 1 piece, but I move it like continuously around the circle based on where I stop from the other times? Because I could see a recontextualization working for that. I don't need these. Okay. So if I started and went 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Didn't I hit A last time? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That must have been a different one. Oh, but then it's not there because I got to go back from here. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, let's try starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Interesting. And then back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that would make... That makes a word. Poor? Huh. Cool. This room is actually rather easy. Sun and moon. All right. And those moon, sun. All right, that room was surprisingly very easy. Only took us half an hour. I feel like we're making pretty good pace that whole half hour too. So that's where the injection gun came from. Wasn't there another one in the Neostigmine? Wait, Neostigmine? Wait, is this the injection gun that killed Luna? Neostigmine. I feel like I've also heard of that before, but I also can't remember. Neostigmine. I've definitely heard that somewhere else in this game. Yo, we just got a date with Clover. Hell yeah, let's go. For the Apodex game. Are these the extra AB rules? Maybe she wants to play Shovel Forge with me. If only I should be so lucky. Yeah, that was a pretty good room, I gotta say. At no point did I feel like anything bullshit happened.
Has been 40.
Somebody else.
Well, whatever. We should be heading back anyway. I forgot this is the part of the story where I start reading things again. I head for the door.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed.
What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Oh yeah. It says recent operational records? I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to be Quark. This was the pod we put him into, after all. I read on. 748, one subject released. One subject to 6 flavors stored. Cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorized by the admin. I'd say these are the pods that we were in before the Nonary game started, but there's not enough of these.
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep.
More than that, if I checked all the other monitors and they said the same thing, that would imply that...
Well, 3 people actually. 1 for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
Yeah. That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
So, the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. Don't know how much earlier. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? So, who were the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
Doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep
And this
either.
bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs must have to mean this far in the past. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too, but I wasn't sure. Who'd ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is?
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? It seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do
Maybe
that?
he wanted us to see the records.
Perhaps. But he deleted a bunch of the data. Why?
Could it all be a trick?
A trick?
All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible, right?
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse
Yeah,
anyway.
and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was alright in his pod, and hurried out of the treatment center. Is this another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the Floor A warehouse.
Huh. So it is.
Oh, are those? And
Those
there
doors
are
are
three
white.
of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them.
Well, I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah, well, we might not have to.
What do you
We
mean?
both have 6 BP right now.
Yeah, that's true.
We're a pair,
so,
right? And who's our
Yeah.
opponent?
Quark.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is recorded,
You aren't saying we should pick Betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not... I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about getting
Oh,
betrayed.
come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny. So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding
Wait,
anything.
you're serious? You were really going to pick ally? Whoa. Hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, Kay, and Phi. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
Well, that's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Fi and Luna are playing against Tenmyoji. He's only got 1 BP left, though... I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Tenmyoji picked Ally, they'd kill him. Same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay, and Alice's BP.
No! Don't even think about that!
I agree. But her BP is the same as Tenmyoji's, so unless Dio is willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his to 9 BP.
Then Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive
But if
choice.
Dio chooses Ally, then
Okay.
Kay would have 9 BP.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
Well, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
No, as long as that person doesn't.
So you think that Kay will stay here, even if he gets enough points to leave?
I don't know. It's
No,
possible.
it's not.
Well, we can think about how we're gonna vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple things I gotta do when I get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to Flora then. Let's move. Weren't these the white chromatic doors just a second ago? I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me.
Clover.
Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last ones?
Yes.
Hey, where's Quark?
Temio's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his bare hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably?
No, they're definitely safe. He's
Well, are
fine.
they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, all right? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover? Don't worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Temioji followed her at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone, out the magenta door. Alright, you guys got some splaining to
I
do.
beg your pardon?
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Fee gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun here?
Yes.
Well then, who was it, Dio?
I
Oh.
opened it.
Oh, hi. Oh, okay, never mind, it was him. So it was you. Figured as
It's not
much.
really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio. It is a big
Why?
deal.
If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to Ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Huh. Well, whatever. You should really probably read it, though.
Here are some more, not if both, then another one.
Get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. You just...
All right, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack, though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
You know, I don't trust it, but sure, why not? He did wait that one time, actually. But that's
You
only
said
because
the
we
room
got
we
in
went
his
into
case
was
before.
a treatment center, right?
Yeah.
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Excelavir?
No. It's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods, and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh, well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There's one more thing about the pods that I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
Yep, that is probably what I'm trying to say. If you can trust what you read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart?
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Yeah, I guess it would, wouldn't it? Oh, so if we go into the cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
And then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
I mean, presumably, we'd still need a bracelet to open the number 9 door, right? So, we could just leave his embedded. He opens the number 9 door with 9 BP, and then we all, without bracelets, walk in behind him. That could work.
Of course.
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
Never mind.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant. But consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Hey, something random beta. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Not too bad, honestly. Puzzles have been going pretty swell so far. We're getting to the bottom of a couple mysteries. I'd say it's going pretty good today.
If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kate could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility. 10 minutes?
10 minutes. All play. If no...
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to Ally. All they have to do is pick Betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose Ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose Ally.
Sounds good. Okay then, Tenmyoji. You take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that? I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
Back at the Floor A warehouse, we open the AV rooms.
Four minutes.
All right, Clover. We should probably head in too.
Okay.
What am I voting?
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Yeah, you told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this, right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back? I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose Ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a, Is that how it's spelled? Shih Tzu? For a German Shepherd? What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
What? Why?
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Really?
Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you. I promised.
Come on.
I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Alright, well that's fair. I can respect that. Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh ho! So you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
1 minute remains.
Please, choose Ally.
You aren't gonna try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you, so...
Alright. With that, I turned to face the voting machine. Question was, what would I do? Ally? Betray? As Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. That wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. And what Clover had said in the floor warehouse in Floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I choose Betray, then I'd have 9 BP. Would I be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole?
10 seconds remain.
So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or Betray? Well, I chose... Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's Ally. And then Tenmyoji's gonna run into the AB room
Round
behind
2
us.
of the
Pick
Ambidex
Betray.
game. Result. Thank you, Ambidex.
And we're gonna be like, what? I thought he was staying behind!
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed. Let's get fucked over again!
Results from round. Please stop.
Nope, never mind. It all worked out.
Points have been assigned. Please check your...
So you chose Ally, huh?
Yeah. Quark is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that. Not until, like, 5 minutes from now when I do it to see what happens.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have. So you guys chose Ally too,
Of
huh?
course. Tenmyoji had only 1 BP left. And he was guaranteed to vote Ally, so there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, he didn't have much choice. Alice, Kay, and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole. Were you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Well, then what was it like? If we'd voted Ally,
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose Ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was Betray. Picking Ally when I knew you guys would pick Betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always going to be Betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked Ally. What would happen to Kay's BP?
You know, as much as I hate Dio, he is talking some facts right
6
now.
plus 3 would...
See? Then it'd be game over. Life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand.
Yeah, he
That'd
absolutely
leave
would.
us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see? That's why I chose Betray. I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal before finally snorting indignantly and walking away. Stalking away. Stalking? Stalking away? Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with a rumbling sound of the doors sliding shut. What the fuck does
The
stalk
Ambidex
away
gates
even mean?
have closed.
How can you stalk away from something? Isn't like stalking something following it?
Round 3 of the Ambidex game. There is the Ambidex.
As many times as we want, huh? Well, that,
we can play
that
the
means...
AB game as many times as we want, right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
as soon as a pair.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair, Fianalis are a magenta pair, and the remaining 3 are all solos. Kay red, Dio green, and I'm blue. So how the groups are supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones down on the floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah, so lay it out for us. And I'll skip through it immediately. Because it really doesn't matter because it's going to get laid out for us.
Yes, no other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check. But I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh, God. I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
So, what should we do now? It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Yeah. About 80 minutes. Perfect time for a bathroom break, because, whoops, I kind of need one. So, actually, you know what? We're about halfway through the stream. Why don't we just take, like, a regular 10-minute break? Maybe I'll make myself another coffee in the meantime. That'll give everyone enough time for snacks, get whatever you need to get done, and, yeah, let's take a quick 10-minute break. I kind of want to start doing, like, a halfway 10-minute break more commonly anyways. So, I'll see you guys in just a little while. Alright, see you in 10. Whoops. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Yeah, about 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine. Excelivir, right?
Yeah, what about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine.
Gonna be AFK for a bit eating? Yeah, no worries,
I
dude.
guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of jerk would-
Okay. We should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Clover, Phi, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
We all nodded. Kay turns to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right. Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. So, this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head
Good
downstairs.
idea.
So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but
Apparently, the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical
Yeah.
6.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it. Just one door between us and
Well, if you
Creo.
look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Excelivir. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, all right?
Got it.
Okay.
We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with the stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? Also, how are we in this room? We're not supposed to be able to be in here. The pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions? We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but...
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
so what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then, finally, She lifted her head and met my eyes.
Fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
All right.
Promise?
Promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here is what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it all started when I met Alice. I told you that I played the nunnery game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped, and we were all stuffed in this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, but she'd been on her way to the building we've been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the nunnery game had anything to do with the terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. It didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Fortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to the SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating, but they must not have found anything because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome, for one. And he was in both of the last two nunnery games, too. So anyway, we've been grabbed twice, but the people behind the two nunnery games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom, though. So after all that, these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy-looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So, we were talking it over one day, we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. And after that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe and he composed music. He plays the harp and started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second nunnery game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar, too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first nunnery game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field, and we need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of this is, but basically we can do this thing called telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably like the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first Noner game was to research that ability. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she'd brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. This is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget that I could do that stuff. So, when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that! I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shitty government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way! I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job, after all. Most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was like a lot. More wealth than you could imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. $1 trillion per day? My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided. So I decided we were leaving. A couple of days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first Nunnery game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother, too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Nunnery game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are probably the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei, like Seven, another member of the second Nunnery game. Akane, blah blah blah, we know them. Seven was a Japanese policeman. He was probably how it got in touch with Alice. Anyway, that did it. Me and my brother agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple of months, all we did was train. Half of the time, it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake, and I got captured. Alice had come to rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got me there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time, I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Of all that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed, and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your, powers, I guess? I'm guessing you can't use them right now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why.
Is Santa okay?
I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response?
Yeah, if there was another Esper here, They could make me stronger, but that's just wishful thinking.
Another Esper, you say?
Wait.
What?
Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers.
I've been absorbing your powers?
Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
Because I've been able to access the morphogenetic field of myself, right? Which would seem like that would be a higher level of ability than accessing the morphogenic fields to somebody else, right? Is it possible that my latent ability as an Esper outclasses hers, and I've been stealing that ability? Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So, who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
You can't tell me the Myrmidons? What? Why not? You told me all that other stuff, but this is too
Well,
much.
Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her. Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
Well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So you don't know?
No. All we know is soon.
But that could mean just about
Yeah.
anything.
It could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait. You mean they might have already released the virus?
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen when the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6
Maybe
either.
they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5.
God, why is my nose so fucking itchy right now?
Quark is out too.
So you're saying Tenmyoji, Dio, V, and Luna are all lying. Starting to sound like Amber Heard on the stand. I guess they are a little suspicious.
Right?
And what's their
For
motive?
lying? How would I know?
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a
I
pandemic?
heard it was something about purifying the unclean?
Okay, kill everyone that isn't a Myrmidon. Makes sense. Purifying the unclean.
Oh. Unclean. Unclean.
Hold up. I'm going to pour myself a coffee. And, I don't know, do people like watching me pour? I mean, I do try to make it as spectator-friendly as possible. Ooh, damn, that's some good shit. Hell yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I make a cup of coffee and it just hits different, you know? Maybe it's like the amount of milk and sugar I put in it is like just a better ratio.
Unclean. Unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up. Just hold on a minute. I'm this close to remembering. Unclean. Clean. Een.
Een? She leapt up, suddenly excited.
Neostigmine.
Een. Neo what?
Did you forget it already? I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Oh yeah, right, I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to
Exactly.
you. Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine stuff before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You remember?
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor.
Cholinesterase?
That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
It's what? Oh, so there is a way to survive. Sorry, but I still don't get
How
it.
easy do I have to make it?
I know exactly what timeline I need that information for.
Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll start at the top, alright?
After all, there is that one timeline where we're currently dying and only have like, what, 5 minutes before we're gone? If we can get injected with neostigmine, then the tuberculin can't kill us. It's just Soparil.
The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurin. Following me?
Tubocurin is the poisoner bracelets, right?
It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
First is the Soparil, which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurin is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
So you're saying that this neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized.
We don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
That means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm thinking back to Luna and how she was injected with this injection gun, right? The only vials of anything that we've found in here so far are that neostigmine and the Accelavir, but neither of those would kill her. But if it was the neostigmine that was injected into her, does that mean somebody was trying to save her and that wasn't actually... But why would they inject the neostigmine unless the tubocurin was already in there? Or was she injected with tubocurin? I forget. This means one of us can break the rules. Once. Like, let's see.
The best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Hey, Clover, wait! Clover! Fuck. It was too late. Clover was already on the left and gone. Damn. I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. What causes it to automatically go back down? Isn't the control panel on the thing itself? V, where did Clover go? V? Can you hear me? She didn't say anything. She just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fi? I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? V's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Is she sixth? Right, got it. Thanks. I headed for the exit, then paused. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. I turned back around and jogged out of the door, toward the treatment center. It's not obvious I'm stirring my cup of coffee. Huh? That's weird. Where is everybody? I assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Tenmyoji were gone too. They left Quark, and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Okay, fine. I guess time to go look somewhere else. I made my way out of the treatment center. Wait, is everybody murdered again? Oh no, they got Stack killed, didn't they? What the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait, there's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. More like the morgue. There's got to be a pile of bodies in here, right? Like, nothing good could be happening right now. Yeah, that's not good. I ran to the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. The injection gun's still there. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No. Well, what happened? I felt my whole body convulse. Whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and they crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand. I looked down to see blood. A vast, warm pool of fresh blood stretching it across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Literally everyone's dead, aren't they? Why? This can't be real. How could... Yeah, that's about what I expected. Who isn't here? 1, 2... Wait, what? Phi? But we just ran by her. Were they all killed together? Middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Really? Dio, Alice, Clover, Luna, Tenmyoji, and Phi. Is it really that tough? Have they sliced themselves open? Or stabbed one another? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kay's not here. Kay's the only one not here, if you don't count Quark. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Quark, 8. Dio, 9. Which means... I couldn't tell. All the blood. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. A scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This was how they had died, this tiny blade. Did they all take turns sixing each other? This is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck, as if someone were carefully guiding my hand with theirs. And I drew it across my throat. Really? We aren't even gonna look for Kay? Time was still going normal speed. I didn't get sixth. Did I just succumb to despair and die? Huh. An ending, you say? How did Fee make it back there? Were the others dead before she got there? What killed them? Was it murder or the disease? Did Kay have anything to do with it? And why did I kill myself? That's a lot of questions. I guess we will betray. Because this lets us get through the door, right?
Yeah, I think... you'd really? Well, I told... No, Quark, if we be... Come on, don't you remember?
Oh, thank God, it decided to not just click through.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button? Huh. Well, you know in a moment. What you want to do after that is up to you. You can come with me if you want, or you can stay here. Your choice.
That's as good as saying you chose betray.
I grinned and headed toward the display.
Results, please. Points, please.
What did you do, Clover?
Sorry, it wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this, then?
Well, it's there to explain. It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
Really? I am? When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. Shit, I made my move too hard. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door. It's my turn! Hey. Now! You'd have to do better than shout if you wanted to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. I took one last running leap, and if I swear to God, if I'm the only one in this entire fucking game that they're capable of stopping, and slammed into the wall, the unlocking device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. Okay, good. I was gonna have words. The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit, that son of a bitch actually did it?
His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma.
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not gonna just leave you all here to die.
Give me that shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
Agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah.
He's toast.
Just leave it to us.
Hey, now, don't do anything you'll regret. This door only opens once, you know. And if you stop me,
Give
then...
it up. Charge!
No one put in near this much effort for literally anyone else. Shit! I spun back around to face the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom! I leapt for it. At least I tried. Yeah, of course I'm literally the only one in this entire game that gets stopped from opening the number 9 door. Anyone else fucking tries, they get away with it scot-free. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse. According to this game, I'm just literally never allowed to have anything. I can't ally people, I can't betray people, I can't win, I can't lose.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Shit! Let me go! Let me go! God damn it! I could feel something huge, heavy, and metal pressed against my back. Kay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves! The door only opens once. If I don't...
Go, Clover.
Huh?
Of course, when we win, we still don't get to go out the door.
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out.
But
This is an order from your commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility.
I'm pissed.
Once you've accomplished that, call for
Pissed.
help.
that's...
Stop complaining and go. If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but it was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine, you didn't leave me much choice.
I couldn't see what happened, but I heard enough to guess. Allison shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice!
Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you!
Alice! No! I can't!
Why am I the only one that gets stopped? Why do I get stopped and they still let Clover through? I'm fucking pissed.
The number 9 door has
You
closed.
mean to tell me everyone's like, fucking get him when it's me, but when it's fucking Dio, they're just like, oh no, he's going through the door. We missed.
This ends
I'm pissed.
the Nonary game. As the game is escape, please.
That's so dumb, man. Alright, new timeline. Although, is this one I'm looking for? How can Fee and K be saved? No, not that one. This one? No, I already went through that one. Where's the one where... That's the one. I have 5 minutes of life left. So, I need something to prevent me from dying, which I just learned immediately is the compound called neostigmine. From, like, here. So, why is this still locked? I was fully expecting to be able to go through that way. Okay. We're coming up on the 3rd hour. So, let's go down this way first, because apparently I can do this one. Because I'm probably going to be streaming for like an hour-ish. Hour and a half.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said. Or
what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You gotta be kidding me. This is a funny feed.
Leia, I want to believe they're alive too, but...
Weird noise and turned. We gotta remember what happened in this timeline.
I apologize for keeping you.
Did you...
Well, technically...
Huh?
Best you just... This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no
I can't,
point.
But if I...
Did we know how to save them?
Chromatic door 5 minutes.
With a bracelet like this,
That means Kay and I will...
Oh no! Shit! You're gonna...
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dee, that's why they broke...
I think so. It makes...
You'd be so calm. In 5 minutes, you're gonna be...
Go on ahead. You have this. You should be... So just...
But if you stay...
Here? This was bad. What was I gonna do? I needed to calm down. Get that fucking hair out of my mouth. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had...
The first is an anesthetic called Soparil Beta. The other is a muscle relaxant called Tubocurarine. Your bracelet also has a bunch of needles on the inside. If you break the rules, those needles hop out and inject you.
My brother told me neostigma. That means it's sort of an antidote for tubocurine.
Okay. Why isn't this the key for the lock where I'm dying?
I knew it.
Because we only get to inject one person.
I found it, so it's mine.
Of course.
The antidote.
Because I can't save... I can't even inject him, probably. Oh, God, now eyelashes are falling into my eyes. Why is my entire body attacking me today? I didn't have time to explain. I took off running toward the exit. Wow, I've never seen
Sigma,
that animation before.
where are you going?
Stay here! I'll be right back! I bolted out of the warehouse toward the treatment room. I think Dio put it in his pocket. Oh, come on, please still have it. Sweat was pouring down my face, but I didn't bother to wipe it off. There wasn't time. I dug frantically through Dio's coat until... Aha! Found it! No. There's only one dose. The injection gun uses a whole bottle at once. Shit! I can't save both of them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't this be way more useful in the timeline where only I'm the one injected with tubocurarine?
Chromatic doors.
1 minute? Shit! I spun around and shot out of the treatment center.
Three, two, one. Chromatic doors closing.
No. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh dear.
Sigma.
There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist. Barely even noticeable. If it was barely even noticeable, then I maybe flinched a little too hard on my acting. I couldn't feel anything flowing in my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble and then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. No, I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with tubocurarine. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I forced my eyes back open. Kay and Phi lay limp on the floor in front of me. In my right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I gonna choose? Phi? Kay? No, what was I thinking? There's only one answer. Phi. I didn't even have a choice. After all, Kay's entire body was covered in impenetrable metal. I'm so sorry, Kay. I summoned up as much energy as I could and dragged myself towards Fia. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. With no time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger.
Sigma, what the hell did you...
Stigmine. It's a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. It's the antidote to the muscle relaxant.
Why did you pick me?
Because I can't use the injection gun on Kay. It'd never get through the metal.
Why didn't you inject yourself?
I guess you've got a point. Honestly, didn't even cross my mind.
You're the biggest idiot on the planet.
Hey, come on. Is that anything kind of thing to say to somebody who's about to die? How about something more
No.
tender?
Screw this. I don't want to live if it means being in debt to you. No goddamn way. I'm not gonna...
Her words slurred and slowly, and her eyes fluttered closed. She wasn't dead, of course. I could hear the faint sound of her breathing and see her chest rise and fall. Good. Fi's gonna be alright. I mean, she's not gonna get injected with the Tibucurian until like 7 minutes from now. Well, probably like more like 8. Probably hasn't been that long. Okay. I looked over in his direction. That was when I noticed it. Open? Open? It's open? How long has that been open? There's a hole here on the back of your head. Looks like it says open. Wait, then when could he have...
Yes. No. It...
But what if he lied? Could Kay have taken the key? How he got it didn't really matter anymore. What did matter was that Kay had been able to remove his armor. Had. Holy shit. Then that would mean Dio's killers. I coaxed as much strength as I could from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled toward Kay. Kay, wake up! Come on, talk to me! I grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
I just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go the same way I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around through the warehouse and the crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. So he removed his armor to leave the body? I bumped into Fee and back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you. Or we saw your armor, I guess. By then you would have been out of it. Oh, while we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. I'm betting you were in a hurry to get back before Fee and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to floor A, you needed us out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. Then you ran around and took the long way back to the lounge to get in through the rear door. Hey, welcome back, Toad Man. Once you were there, you put your suit on again and waited for us. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you'd expected. To wake up, very disoriented and confused. Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio?
Yes, your reasoning is correct. I I killed him because I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me. I couldn't.
Who did he kill?
The old woman.
Oh yeah, this is the timeline where Kay suffocated that bitch.
She was like mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life.
He's dead. Let's go! Hell yeah.
Yes, I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Whoa, hold on. What do you mean here?
Sigma, unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You
Sure,
must
I'll take this across the timeline.
attention. You cannot forget.
Better tell me before you die. Forget? It wasn't making sense. I was about to die. Wait, does he know? How on earth would I be remembering anything for more than a few seconds?
If you see a lion with 2 heads devouring the sun, remember these letters. Milkevoli.
Milkevoli. That I need. Did I get that right? Milkevoli?
This will open the second gate.
Oh, that's an Italian dish? Oh, what the hell? Hey, Kate! Who told you to tell me this? No, who are you? Show me who you really are! It just sounds like one. Based on the fact that I completely believed you just on your word, it definitely does. I grabbed the hold of Kay's mask and tore it off. His neck with it. What? No, that's impossible. Who's that? That face. It's my face? I felt the sharp pain in my left wrist and my body collapse unceremoniously. I thought the whole point of the Soparil was that it knocks me out before the Tubocurine. Unless Sigma's just like a Sigma and like overpowered the Soparil beta. Yo, we know what Sigma looks like. I mean, we always did. It shows us at the beginning of like every run through of the timeline. We're in the car. We're like, and then Zero appears behind us, and we get gassed out. Like we've known what he looks like, but his 3D model looked a lot different somehow. I mean, we know what Kay looks like, if that's what you meant. The world faded away, and my consciousness slipped down into the cold, dark waters of nothingness. So, is Kay actually us? I'm not sure what to make of that. Is he like our brother? Is he actually us? Is he a clone of us? Ooh. Wait a minute. Are we a Myrmidon? No, that wouldn't make any sense, because all the Myrmidons are supposed to be cloned from a single person. But Dio is a Myrmidon, and we're definitely not the same as him. Kay is the spy from TF2. Okay. Milkevoli.
There's no...
Huh? Wait, what's happening? Where did I get these from?
It's no use!
Oh, wait, were these the... No. Wouldn't be. Oh my god, the jump scare. Well, I'm putting in a password nonetheless. If I weren't thinking so hard, that might have got me a little better. Maybe I only have half of this. Scariest part of the game, you were thinking the opposite. Oh, you were thinking that if I was distracted by something, the jump scare would hit me like way more. You know, that's a decent assumption. That broke your thinking, it would surprise you. Honestly, not a bad bet. I just think there wasn't like a lot of tension in this moment for me to get like scared off of. Could check the film that is seen. The ID and password. Okay, I have seen the ID and password before. I just... If you find the two-headed lion... Hold on, actually. I just want to... I need to remember the context.
A lion with two heads. This will open.
Yeah, okay. He didn't tell me whether that was the ID or not. Okay. Well, let me give let me not skip through the memory thing that it did, because that was new and the game's like, oh, sorry, did you want to see that? Never mind. Well, we'll just skip through that, actually.
There's no one. Yeah, maybe a lion, a sun. We probably can't use it. Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, is that what I saw? Just like random nonsense?
Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about. We can't get any. See if we can find any. This is the director's office, shall we? Remember death? Memento Mori. Honestly, neither do I. It's... Remember death. Because... Memento Mori definitely does not fit at all, right?
remember why I wrote down this number. 1984 49351. Password. Mew. Oh. Mew Kevl. Hold on, your Wi-Fi is going to. Actually, that might be that. Oh, that might be me actually. My stream health widget is telling me I just took a massive dip. Okay. What if ID is milkev and the password is 1984? What was it? 49351? No, that's not it. It's telling me I should have this, right? Why does it want me to remember death? Because I feel like we should be able to do it here, right? When the ninth lion eats the sun, remember death. Welcome back, Toadman. Don't worry, mine are too. Alex Q, LHC, NMR. Maybe I don't know what this is. I think it might be me, actually. My bitrate's tanked to... Oh, yeah. It's like a stable, like, 6,000 right now, but it was 500 when you were having problems, so... I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. Oh yeah, forgot low latency and now you just jumped ahead 5 years into the stream. Dude, what the fuck is happening with my bitrate though? It's definitely me. I'm definitely the one having problems right now. Okay. Bomb deactivation codes. Bomb deactivation codes. Is that right? Have I actually seen the ID and password somewhere before? It's kind of funny how you know like 7/16 of the lore. That's all you have to go off of. Yeah, sounds about right. I'm not sure if I have much more than that on the lore, to be honest. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, my bitrate was fucking tanked for the last couple of minutes. My god. Looks like it's better now for some reason. I wonder why it was so bad for just a sec. But, maybe I don't. I guess I guess I could go down this way. We got like, what, 40 minutes to the end of the stream? Yeah, I might as well. It'd be... Actually... It would take me too long to get down this part satisfyingly enough. But I also don't want to end the stream just yet. But hold on, did I download that? Well, it's a demo, so it probably shouldn't take too long. Hold on, let me look at this. I thought I downloaded the demo for this. Let's see how long this will take. Cause Cult of Lamb got a demo out, and I've been meaning to play it at some point here. And seeing as we have not enough time left in the stream to do like another like full route. Oh yeah, this will be done like immediately. Let's open up the demo. I want to play this game on stream when it like comes out anyway. So yeah, let's use the last like 40 minutes to open that up. What I'm getting from it is, you thought these were normal people, but they all have some weird thing they need to reveal in a big moment. Yeah, the suspense is for sure. But I feel like we wouldn't be able to get satisfyingly through like the other route just because there's so much of it left, and I usually get stuck for like 30 minutes to 2 hours in any particular escape room itself. So yeah, I think that is what we're going to do here. And then maybe they'll give me a moment to think about if I actually know what the ID for the computer is or not. But yeah, we're gonna switch gears for the last little bit of the stream here. Kind of like a Linolith sort of situation. Linelith? I never know what to call that game. Because, like, Monolith, you'd think, would be pronounced like Linolith. But it's a game about lines. So you'd think the word line would be pronounced like line, but... Alright, let's play this demo. I've been super excited for this game ever since it was announced fucking forever ago. Let me change my stream title really quick here. Trying out the demo. Whoops. Apparently I'm not in typing mode. Is there even a stream category for this? Oh, there is. Look at that. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, I'm really curious about this game. Gonna grab some Milky Bully. Sounds delicious. I'm unreasonably excited for this game. I've probably been more hype about this game than I have any other game in a really long time. To be sacrificed. Before us stands the last of its kind. All others we have hunted down and put to the plain. With its final sacrifice, the prophecy will be impossible to fulfill. The heretic who lies bound below will be condemned to eternal captivity, and the old faith shall be preserved. Oh, what's happening? Hey, welcome back. We just got executed. No big deal. Come closer, fear not, for though you are already dead, I still have need of you. Those foolish bishops thought they could keep you from me in death, But instead they sent you straight to me. I will give you life again, but at a price. All I ask is for you to start a cult in my name. Do we have a deal? Yes or absolutely yes. My first thought was, this is Inscryption? It's very different from Inscryption, but it's got that same kind of spooky feel and stylistic elements, you know? Well, different stylistic elements, but it has stylistic elements. Is that the keeper of the castle, though? I mean, maybe, actually. No even need to dodge. Alright, bitches, I'm out of here. So you stab some nerds. Yeah, this is a dungeon crawler roguelike city builder cult simulator. Fear not. I am Ratau. I was once a chosen vessel like you. But those days are lost to the winds. I like how he has a paper crown. It sounds pretty fun. Dude, I've been keeping up with the development of this game for a long time, and it looks sick as hell. And I mean, like, it's Devolver Digital, too, so, like, you know it's gonna be high quality. I was sent to guide you. We are deep in the lands of the old faith and are in grave danger. The instructions are to lead you to safety. Continue through the woods. Escape lies ahead. I will be close by. Roger that. What's that? Coin. Cool. I'll use that to buy things later again. Speaking of that, I've been working on the script, which can be counted as a comedic action courtroom drama western. Huh. Interesting. Long list of names, that is. Ah, yeah, I see. Like a thing that is like multiple things in itself. Yeah, this game has a lot of elements to it that I'm very interested to see how it like plays together. Movement and dodging feels super crisp. I quite like the feel of this so far. Man got the sweeping edge enchantment. Yeah, honestly, for like just picking this game up and playing it, controls feel super good. Is this like... I'm assuming that's nothing right now, but maybe it's like a healing pool if I've taken damage? We have nearly reached safety, but look ahead. Another poor soul about to be sacrificed. Rescue them, they would have no choice but to join your new cult. Almighty bishops of the old faith, we ask you to accept this sacrifice of this wretched soul. Yay! Who interrupts our ritual and trespasses on our sacred ground? It me! Oh, there he is. I was like, wasn't there one more? I've rescued you straight to hell. We have reached safety. You have done well. The Red Crown will allow you to use its markings on the ground and transport yourself great distances. It will take you to a temple that is fond of ruin. There you will be able to begin your new cult. I will meet you there. Alright, we'll return to our cult. Heretics defeated. Cleanse the non-believers. And now we get to the Cult Simulator city building aspects of this game. Oh, I see. Up to the dungeon. Hey, Ratau.
This hollow ground was once mine, and is now yours. This crumbling ruins to be the site of your new cult. We have much to do. Begin by indoctrinating this poor soul into the warm embrace of your cults. Followers can gather resources for you. Order this one to collect lumber or stone.
So basically, this is Binding of Isaac without like 5 million confusing aspects? Sort of, yeah. I would say it's closer to Hades than Binding of Isaac, but essentially. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can like customize these people. All right, well, first one's got to be a cat, I guess. Oh, General, Darkwood, Nura, Anchor Deep, Silk Cradle. Interesting. We can like collect different variants, huh? Huh, cool. Traits. Oh, okay. The traits are cat made time. Just about, yeah. Lose 10 faith when falling ill, and it gains it immediately. Me immediately changing the color of his clothes. Cool. Oh, I see. And then I gotta tell him what to do. Okay, you go chop trees then, dude.
By your hands, our cult will grow more powerful. But your followers cannot live on prayer alone. They must eat. Gather the necessary resources and build a cooking fire to allow you to prepare meals for your followers.
A cooking fire, huh? Oh, okay, I can just hold the button down. So wait, do resubs count towards the goal? I don't think so. I'm doing it on like a sub point thing, which I think is a bit different. I'm using it as like a channel growing opportunity, but I haven't got any new subs in a while. Oh yeah, okay, I see. I just gotta go there once I'm done. Oh, I see. I get multiple wood for each tree. I also just noticed that I only capitalize half my sentences. Weird. when it strikes your fancy, I guess. Let's see. Do I want to put these like near food? Does that make sense? Sure. Let's put it right here. Oh, he immediately starts to go build it too. Cool. Fellows need to eat, it's up to you for you to provide meals for them. The hunger of your goat can be seen on the top left of the screen. When this gets too low, followers will begin to starve. Find more food while proceeding. Pick routes that pass through foraging locations. Plant farms to grow your own food. Seeds can be purchased or found while cruising. Some berry seeds too, huh? Does that mean I can go over here and build a farm? Maybe not yet. This low-key sounds like Minecraft Dungeons, but better. Like, right? Doesn't it kind of look like it's gonna be like awesome so far? Like. I was because I was watching the devs talk about this on Steam Next as well, and like apparently the shit they have in the demo like isn't even like close to like all the shit that they got in the real game. Like there's mechanics that they haven't even included, like the temple and shit, which is gonna be really cool. Got a camp, but also fighting elements. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how those two play into each other. I think that's gonna be a really cool type of system. It kind of feels like Don't Starve combined with a dungeon roguelike, and that's interesting to me.
Both which can be found while crusading the old lands of faith. Our mutual benefactor, the one who waits, has been trapped by the 4 bishops of the old faith. Each of them guards a chain that binds him to their realm beyond. We have conjured openings to their realms. It is your task to track them down and slay them so they may be freed. Now go. You shall find gold and willing recruits for those who are not willing. Convert them by force.
Alright. So now we must venture into the old lands. And kill Amduseas. I need a certain number of followers to go through each door. Sick. Now we get our choice, and then we get our starter weapons. Chance to deal critical hit when attacking enemies. Cool, cool. Bit of a slower weapon. Gotcha. And our curse. Fervor is the righteous anger earned by striking down non-believers. Works like ammunition for your curses. Fervor will drop when you slay an enemy. Collecting it reveals your curse. Cool. By the way, Omori on the Switch is out and has more elements. Huh. To buy a Switch, I guess. Entering the lands of Bishop Leshy, those who do not follow the old ways of the old faith will be destroyed. Remember when you mentioned Inscription? Was that the first time I took, like, actual damage? Ow. I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful with this axe, I think. Alright, so low-key high, this game is like every game combined? What, like this? Cult of Lamb is like every game combined? Because, like, it's got, like, a lot of, like, the best elements from, like, everything that I love, which is just amazing. Hello. Who are you?
Praise the Lamb. The power promised to liberate her, the old one who waits below. So the court struck me once, many lifetimes ago. Or has that yet to be? I have always drawn your cards, Lamb, and this is the first. Take these cards, and I will draw another each time we meet. When drawn by me, they will grant you power. What power? Well, this is both known and unfathomable. The gods think on the side. A heart offered, a vow made. Or a generous return for your offering. So I either get a extra max health or 10% of gaining health back when I kill an enemy? That sounds good. Gods have been that lays ahead. Even Cyberpunk. Don't ask me how there's Cyberpunk, there just is. Yeah, I'm not sure if I see the Cyberpunk elements just yet, but I also didn't play Cyberpunk, so, like, who knows? Oh, I'm out of curse. Doesn't look like I get it for... Or I don't get Fervor for, breaking scenery, but I am cutting grass. And Call of Duty. I guess the water doesn't actually do anything. Interesting. Oh, wait. Blue Heart is... I guess that's like Soul Hearts? Ooh, interesting. Okay. Well, if I go this way, then I can gather stuff and still fight something before I go to the boss? Shields. Yeah, something like that. Temporary HP of some kind, anyway. I've played enough Binding of Isaac to notice that.
So we adding Fortnite and Hollow Knight now? Oh. RM DCS. Alright, not yet. Interesting. It says combat room. Oh, I do have a 3-hit combo. Okay. Actually, 3 to 1 is pretty quick. Do I get anything for breaking these? I broke the other one. I didn't notice if it like gave me anything. Oh, it does give me lumber. Okay. I actually kind of like how the third hit is a round slash. That's awesome. This feels like a complicated game that is easy to learn. I kind of agree with that, actually. It does feel like there's a lot of elements, but I feel like I am so far from being overwhelmed by any of the elements so far. They all just kind of like work together really nicely so far in like a way that makes perfect sense. Axe is a little bit more difficult than sword for me, just because like I can't easily rely on like God damn it, on hitting people before they attack to like hit stun them. Are those items? A devastating melee attack that could be a... Are these replacements? Oh, that's extra melee strike, huh? Okay, I'll take 2 melee strikes. That sounds like my kind of style. Combos, Castle Crashers, Borderland for shields. Sure, I'll draw a tarot card. And my axe already does crit, so why don't I just feed into a crit build? There's synergy for that anyways. Nice, okay. And then I can charge that for extra power, but now I know what its range is, which was the main thing. Something happening? Something's happening. What's happening? Asmodeus? Leshy?
How can this be? You were put to the blade, Lamb, as all your kind were. And yet here you stand before me, unrepentant. The crown, his power, could it be? But I am stronger still. Turn tail and run, little lamb.
Oh my god, did you finish Zero Escape? I just didn't want to, like, I wanted to stream for like 40 more minutes, and I felt like going down an entirely new path would take me more than that, so, I decided to finish off the stream by doing a little Cult of Lamb demo, because I've been hyped for this game as hell, and it is awesome so far. It's only the demo. Should we add Doom for fast-paced gameplay? Sure, why not? Also, yeah, hi, Sid. Overall pin damage increased by 1.2x. That's pretty good for a heavy-hitting crit-based weapon. Alright, Asmodeus. Asmodeus? Amdusius. Isn't Asmodeus something? Alright, I probably don't need all this lumber, actually. Oh, damn! He lunged at me and I ended him on his attack. Ow. I was too busy looking at these landmines, which I'm pretty sure is what they are. Is this a spell shop? Step forward east from the swirling mists of chaos that surround. Allow me to regard you fully. Carry the weight of ageless centuries upon such diminutive shoulders. Yet, what is it? It seems your stature is deceiving. A weapon is not without the hand that wields to fell enemies, to defend honor, to break chains. Let your crown take the form of one of these works of iron, forged in everlasting fire. May you wield them all, promise Liberator. Oh, this is... Okay, so this is a weapon. This is a spell? And this is a spell. How do I know what is a... How do I know what's a spell and what's a... Oh, okay. It does actually highlight them on my UI up at the top left. I'm good, actually. I kinda like the big melee. Hi, Leshy.
You've come far enough, little lamb. My followers are waiting for you to do anything for me. Can you say the same of yours? I give myself to the cause, O mighty leader. By the blood of you great ones, destroy the Red Crown.
Boss fight? Sounds like it. Ambrosius. Alright, let's go. Ooh, it gets a little bit longer, too. Oh, dude, I'm murdering this guy. Look at him. He's already dead. Shit! Ah, convert them by force. I see what you mean. Please, spare me. Convert me to your cult. I will follow your teachings faithfully. Sounds good to me. Follower awaits indoctrination. Huh. I'll take the blueprint. Ah, that's how those unlock. That's kinda cool. Okay, I'm digging this. The more I play this game, the more I dig what it offers. Dude, I cannot wait for this game to come out, like, for real. I still gotta wait like 2 months, but oh, this game's awesome. When the boss drops a hey. I'm assuming we're about to see an emote react. Cleanse the non-believers. I wonder how much is in the demo. Ah, that's it. Damn, I really want to play more of this. God, this is like that's only like a little bit of a taste. But man, that's fun as hell. I gotta say. Man, when this game comes out in 2 months, I am playing it immediately on the channel, for sure. I love everything about this game so far. Like, I can be a pretty, like, critical person when it comes to games, mostly because I like to be kind of critical when it comes to games. I feel like the more I can emotionally bump up against something in a game, the more I can kind of understand why I do or don't like it as like a mechanic or like part of the overall experience, but everything just kind of seems to fit nicely together, at least for what it shows in the demo. So I am super hyped to play this game more. Oh my god. I would have been so sad if I popped into this demo and like didn't like it, but like, the fact that you get different weapons, the fact that you get, like, different spells, there's, like, tarot cards for, like, creating builds and shit, good OST, visuals are fucking beautiful, if you ask me. Like, Like, the gameplay is good, the music is good, the design is good, the art is good. Like, it's looking like this is gonna be one of my favorite games of all time when it comes out. But that's probably gonna do it for me for tonight. What is happening? Well, I'll let this play out as I outro. But yeah, so thanks everyone for joining me for a little bit of VLR and a little bit more of this too. Guaranteed, this is gonna make a return on the channel for sure. Damn, no idea where I put my deodorant. Just be gamer, you know. Look good and smell bad doing it. But oh man, we're doing a full playthrough of this game when it comes out 100%. But I am going to end the stream here, I think. So yeah, thanks for everyone for joining me for this last little bit. We'll be working on VLR a little bit more on Saturday. We'll be doing, maybe we'll be finishing Omori on Tuesday. Might be Bug Fables. Depends on if I get to replaying what I need to before we get over there, which this weekend might not happen. So I would say expect Bug Fables next week, and we'll probably come back to Omori a little bit later. See ya or get the mod. I might just get the mod actually. Yeah, that might be better to do. Either way, I got stuff to look into before I can bring Omori back. So it might not come back next week, but it will come back. Glad you made it to the end. Hell yeah. I had a lot of fun with this demo. Way more fun than I've had with most demos. Like, doesn't this look sick? doesn't this trailer look fucking epic as hell? Like, I want to play this. Omori's coming back this Tuesday. It very well might, but I will also be coming back this Tuesday. So before I let this outro run on for too terribly long, thanks everyone who joined me. Take care until the next stream, and have a good night yourselves. Alright, goodbye everybody.